Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. As we do every week, this will be our weekly watch list video where we do break down the market and then give you guys the 5 plays that we are watching for the week. With that being said, before I get started into the 5 plays that we are watching for the week, if you would like to join our private team to get our course alerts and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. With that being said, the 5 plays this week, the first one being PLTR, second one being UPST, third one being CROX, fourth one being Zoom, and then the fifth one being Tesla. Hope you guys all have a great green week and look forward to trading with those of you on the team tomorrow. Thank you. So getting things started as we do with all of our videos, the first thing that we like to do is break down the market. What can we see within the market? What have we been seeing? And what can we expect to see within the coming week? So proxy we're going to be using today for that is going to be /NQ, which is going to be the NASDAQ 100 index futures. So it's going to be tracking the NASDAQ market. Very tech and growth weighted market. Things like Apple, Amazon, all of them going to be composed of the NASDAQ market here. So what we're seeing here on the NASDAQ is we did get heavy selling pressure here on Friday. Again, you can see we're down almost 1.5%. A big red day on the market here for /NQ. A lot of selling within the NASDAQ, a lot of selling within large caps as well, as we have seen a lot of weakness here lately on large tech stocks. So right here, you can see this is the daily chart. We've gotten a lot of consolidation here. We basically had a week of sideways consolidation here. Now we're forming a breakdown here into lower lows, looking very weak on the market here. I do think we can see 15,172 here on /NQ. A lot of selling pressure here. Again, you can see traded about 131% of the normal volume. So a lot of selling volume here on the NASDAQ market here on Friday. Looking very weak, forming a lower low. You can see we're forming this lower low. We'll be watching if we can get fill this region here to 15,172.50, and if we can hold this for a bounce level here in the coming week. But again, looking a lot weaker here on the market than we have been seeing in the past. We get consolidation here into continued lower lows that we have been seeing on the market. What I would like to see is if we can reclaim this 15,400 region. If we can, we do have potential for upside, but currently the market looking very weak and narrow here off of this strong selling pressure that we did see here on Friday. That being said, first play of the week that we are going to be watching is going to be PLTR, ticker symbol PLTR. One that has finally been moving lately, getting volume here on Friday. Again, you can see the average 30-day at 51 million. We traded 182 million here on Friday. So almost 4x the normal amount of volume, strong volume movement here. Really, what I want to see is if we can reclaim this 2869 resistance region, if we can get some bids above that. I do think we can see 30 plus here on this in the coming week, if we can get this follow through here on PLTR, but one that has been stuck in a consolidation base ever since the beginning of the year. Now we're finally trying to break out here on this. We'll be waiting to see if we can get a push through and volume here. Do think we can see 30 on here, and then above that next resistance region up here at this 3350 area on PLTR on the daily chart. But again, nice volume here. Coming in on Friday, trading almost 4x the normal amount of volume, trying to break out of the sideways consolidation base that we are seeing right here. Key will be if we can get bids over this region here at 2869 for a run up here to 30, and then potential for that 3350 resistance region above. But again, PLTR looking very strong here. I do like this one in the coming week. Volume coming in here. Now we're just waiting on continued confirmation of the upside. Nice higher high trend move that we have made here since 913. Higher high here. Now we're trying to break out with potential to see 30 plus here on this one within the coming week. Second one that we are going to be watching is ticker symbol UPST, Upstart. One that again has had a very strong run here, trading 161% normal volume, so almost 2x the normal amount of volume here, daily volume here on UPST. Great higher high move here off of this earnings here. We had a gap up to 170. Now we're pushing all the way up to 308. So again, very strong mover here on UPST. I'm loving this uptrend move here. You can see this cup formation here. from, when did we start this? On 9/9 here, you can see this cup formation here. Now we're breaking out, pushing through 300. 300 providing us with a support region below. If we do get a pullback here on UPST in the coming week, 300 should provide us with some bids to hold this. Again, anytime we are at all-time highs, you do have to resort to intraday levels. And the one resistance zone that we do have is that 308.78 all-time high here on UPST. That will be a region to watch here within the coming week. But looking very strong here, liking this one to the upside. Does have potential to see 320 here on this one in the coming week. Great chart here on the daily chart, strong volume here. Also on the weekly chart, you can see how much strength we have here. Started this big bullish base here in the end of or middle of August. Now we're continued higher highs here, and we've had 4 straight weeks of higher highs strength here on UPST. Liking this one here in the coming week for a continuation move to the upside. That being said, the third play of the week is going to be ticker symbol CROX, CROX. That will be one that also has been an earnings mover. Strong volume here also on the weekly chart. We'll go back into the daily here. Trading 254% of the normal amount of volume. We did get a pullback here on Friday. As expected, when you do have a big pullback here on the NASDAQ market, you can expect a lot of these growth and tech stocks to pull back as well. So CROX pulling back here simply from the market. We do get a 160 rejection. Again, you can see we rejected here on 9/16, and then also we broke here on Friday, false breakout, and sellers taking control of this. So trying to push back down to this 152 support region, but again, looking very strong here. We had the earnings report back here, gapped up, and now we're finally continued pushing up here. One thing I would like to see on this one is if we can get a breakout over 160. That would be key here if we can get a continued move to the upside. CROX would need some buying pressure over 160. We traded 254% of volume again here on Friday, but we need to get a breakout move over 160 here for confirmation. And we do have that 150 support base below if we do get a pullback here on Monday. The fourth play this week, the fourth one is going to be ticker symbol Zoom. Zoom is one that has been hit hard lately. Again, you can see we have hit the highs here of 588 in the last October from the COVID pandemic. That's the reason for the spike that we had in Zoom. And now ever since then, we're having these lower lows. Really what I'm liking is we get this bounce here. We get this strong bounce here off of this 272 support region back in the middle or the beginning of May. And we're also getting that same bounce here that we saw here on 9/16. So we pushed from 273 all the way up to almost 400. I'm really liking Zoom off this bottom bounce here. The confirmation again will be the holding of that 272 support. Similar setup that we did see here in May. Very, very strong bounce here off this level. Buyers coming in here. And same thing happened here on Friday for Zoom. Very weak day on the NASDAQ market, but yet Zoom finishing up 3.40%. So you can tell the relative strength this has to the market just off of how it performed here on Friday compared to a very weak red day on the indices. So strong here, liking this 272 buyers. Again, on 9/16, they were coming in very strong. Lots of bids at this region still. Really liking this one here. It does have potential to reach this $300 region here in the coming week. Looking very strong here on Zoom. Liking the setup here off of that 272 reversal here that we have formed back here in the beginning of May, and then also formed right here on 9/16. So looking very strong here within the coming week. Last play here, going to be Tesla. One that is in a strong consolidation base here currently. I really would like to see this one ideally break out over the 768.50 region. That will be the key support or a key resistance region, to break out here in the coming week for a continued upside move. You can see this consolidation that we basically formed since the beginning of February. Not much movement here, sideways consolidation. Now we're forming a consolidation base here, trying to make this cup move here. But again, key will be that 768.50 resistance region. Above that, we'll be eyeing this one closer. That is really what I would like to see in the coming week on Tesla. If we can get volume here as well. When you're looking at volume here, volume relatively narrow. Again, on Friday, trading some volume compared to the relative average. Also, one that had relative strength to the market. The NASDAQ index was down 226 points. Tesla holding up 0.33%. So one that, again, has relative strength compared to the market. Waiting on this breakout here over 768.50. Liking this one above that region in the coming week for a continued upside move here on Tesla, with potential to see this 790 resistance region above. That being said, that wraps up our 5 plays for the week. If you guys did find this video helpful, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And again, if you are interested in joining our private team to get our course alerts and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. Thank you guys, and hope you all have a great green week.